She was told this place was not built for her. She was told her hands were too soft, her voice too quiet, her dreams too big. She was told that doors like these only open for men. But she still stood there. Heart-shaking breath, heavy eyes burning with something deeper than fear. Hope. She grew up watching men wear the uniforms, men drive the machines, men give the orders. And every time she asked why not women, the answer was always silence or laughter. Sometimes anger. Sometimes pity. But never encouragement. In school she was good at numbers, at science, at fixing broken things. Teachers smiled, but then guided her towards safer choices. Nursing, teaching, clerical work. Good jobs, they said. Appropriate jobs, they said. Jobs that would not make people uncomfortable. But comfort was never her goal. She wanted purpose. She wanted to prove that ability has no gender. That courage does not come with a beard. That strength is not owned by one half of humanity. Her first day in training was a storm. Men stared. Some whispered. Some laughed. Some ignored her like she was invisible. And a few looked angry as if her presence was an insult. She carried heavier loads. She trained longer hours. She failed more times. Not because she was weak, but because she was under a microscope. Every mistake hers became proof. Every mistake theirs became normal. There were nights she cried alone, questioning everything, wondering if the world was right and she was wrong, wondering if walking away would finally bring peace. But every time she thought of quitting, she remembered the little girl she once was, the girl who believed she could be anything, the girl who deserved to see her future fulfilled. So she stayed. She woke before dawn. She trained until her muscles screamed. She studied until her eyes burned. She earned every inch of respect the hardest way possible. Her breakthrough did not come with applause. It came with silence. The day she outperformed everyone. The day no one laughed. The day no one questioned her place. Slowly things changed. Men stopped helping her because she no longer needed help. They stopped doubting her because results speak louder than bias. They stopped seeing a woman and started seeing a professional. But the pressure never left, because now she carried more than her own dream. She carried the dreams of those watching her, girls who saw themselves in her struggle, women who waited for someone to open the door. She became the first to wear the uniform, first to enter the field, first to lead a team, first to stand where women had never been allowed. And with every step forward, she faced new resistance. People questioned her authority, her emotions, her decisions. When a man was firm, he was strong. When she was firm, she was difficult. When a man made a mistake, it was human. When she did, it was gender. But she learned a powerful truth. She did not need to be perfect. She only needed to be persistent. Years passed, and her name became known. Not as a woman in a male job, but as one of the best. Interviews followed. Young girls asked her how she did it, what she sacrificed, what it cost. She told them the truth, that it cost comfort, it cost approval, it cost ease, but it gave her freedom, it gave her purpose, it gave her the power to change the future. She told them courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing to move forward while fear walks beside you. In another city, another woman was fighting a different battle. She wanted to build, to design, to engineer the world around her. Construction sites were loud, rough, and unwelcoming. Helmets did not fit her. Bathrooms were not built for her. Jokes were not meant for her ears. Every day she was tested, not on skill, but on endurance, on how much disrespect she could absorb without breaking. She learned to speak louder, to stand straighter, to claim space without apology. When they doubted her calculations, she showed them results. When they dismissed her ideas, she built them into reality. She made mistakes. She learned. She improved. And one day she stood at the center of a project that changed a city, a structure that would stand for generations. Proof that her mind and hands shaped the world. There was a woman in a cockpit, told she could never fly commercial planes, that passengers would not trust her. That skies belonged to men.
She trained in silence.
Flew in storms. Handled emergencies with calm precision. The first time she landed a plane full of passengers, no one applauded, because they did not know. And that was her victory. Normalization. The moment when excellence no longer needed explanation. There was a woman in a fire station. Strong, fast, fearless. Running into flames while others ran away. She carried bodies. She broke doors. She saved lives. And when asked why she chose this path, she said, "Someone has to go in. And I am someone." There was a woman in technology. In boardrooms filled with voices louder than hers. Ideas stolen. Credit denied. She stayed. She learned. She built something of her own. And one day they worked for her. These women did not change the world overnight. They changed it slowly, painfully, honestly. They faced loneliness, burnout, doubt, but they also found sisterhood, support, and strength in each other. Every barrier they broke became a bridge for someone else. Every no they heard became a yes for the next generation. They proved that gender is not a limitation. Mindset is.
Opportunity is. Support is.
They proved that when women rise, society rises. Today, young girls walk into places once forbidden, wearing uniforms once denied, dreaming dreams once mocked, not because the world suddenly became kind, but because brave women refused to shrink. Their stories are not about being better than men. They are about being equal, about freedom of choice, about respect, about dignity. They are reminders that courage looks like persistence, that leadership looks like empathy, that strength looks like resilience. And if you are listening to this, standing at the edge of something difficult, something new, something scary, remember them. Remember that every path was once impossible until someone walked it. The door may feel heavy, the room may feel cold, the voices may feel loud, but your presence matters. Your effort matters. Your dream matters. Step forward. The world is waiting, even if it does not know it yet.